Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on last year's national champion, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mountaineers offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it as it punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Guys, let's chat about App State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They boot it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's small. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And now on third down after that last run. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Panther! He got a step and just dusted the field. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking for a man. It's small. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any major major changes in this ACC standoff. You'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do?
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be third and long. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Now on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To the air, it's Small. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. It's a reverse. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Pass interference, defense.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air, it's small. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is turning
it on! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
They're trailing by 11 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Georgia State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Running the read option left to start the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Going to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. What a cut. Now he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the left. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never allowed. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball was loose. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touching it over Georgia State. The defense putting points on the board.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, he can't get it! And he ends up taking a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass, it's small. Fires complete on the crosser. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They run the reverse. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block on back. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block on back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st down from their own 22. Motion from the wideout. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's small. Gets it out quickly. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll haul it in right around the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Small. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on 3rd? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start this drive firing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Carney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He smashes his way through again. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Can't get him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They kick it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to it. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Looking to throw, it's small. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Scanning the field, it's small. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That's now 200. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Line is set on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's small. Wide open downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot and field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So,
wide open spaces. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And another big play by this offense. If they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Motion from the wide receiver. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This is a designed run. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Makes the catch near the 50. Powers through. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Small. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to throw it again. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got it back on second and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 15 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game. When you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's small. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Pulls and fires complete. Got some room in under the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there. The defense puts an exclamation point on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.